There it is. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
Saw, dude.
I saw it, dude. There we go. There we go. Nice shave.
Thanks, man.
So why'd you have to wash your car?
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's start with this shit. Welcome back to your favorite podcast, A Couple Pints Pod.
Yeah, baby.
So let's start with my beef of the fucking century. So, for those of you who don't know, Colin knows, but someone else might not know. Will probably knows. That's about our whole audience. But anyway, I live next to a laundromat. And the woman who owns the laundromat does not like when anyone parks in front of the laundromat on street sweeper days. Because according to her and only her, and I've Googled it and I've asked the Bodega Boys, shouts out episode 100, do you guys get fined by the city if the street sweeper can't sweep in front of your business? Because she kept leaving notes on my car. I get fined, like, don't park here. Everyone I've asked, including Google, is like, no, because that's, why would they fine the business? It's public. Like, it's not the business's fault if the shoulder of a public road is dirty.
She's already lying. She's already lying.
And this was like months ago. So let's fast forward to the last 2 weeks of my fucking life.
Oh, shit.
The only spot I could get the last week was at the end of my block, which is like 50 feet from her business,
give or take.
And I come outside one day, and when I went inside, there was garbage next to my car. So I come outside, I'm walking to work. I walk past my car. I'm checking it out, see if there's any new dents or scrapes, because there's always a fucking new one, because fuck Brooklyn. New York City drivers. And there's eggshells all over my car and yolk just running down the sides. So I'm in a rush to work. I'm like, oh, the garbage guys came when they were throwing the bags. Maybe one had a rip or blew up and there were eggs and shit on my car. Fast forward to this week, and street sweeping days, because we're going to get into it, are Mondays. And this might be this week's conspiracy.
I'm excited.
Street sweeping days on my block are Monday and Thursday. So we come back from the gym on Sunday, and I park in front of our building, like right outside the window, right next to me. And her car is right behind me, which is her business. Like, I'm on like the border of my building and her business. Leave the house Monday morning. There's eggs all over my car, broken eggs. Again, I walk past it in the morning. I'm in a rush because I'm always late. And I'm thinking to myself, the fucking garbage guys again, dude. Because right next to where I parked is our garbage pile that they pick up on, I guess, Monday. They pick it up at like 4 a.m. So technically Monday morning.
Okay.
So I'm like, again, fucking the garbage bags, dude. This city needs better garbage bags.
What are they doing?
And to bring it all around, I'm listening to our mortal enemies, Are You Garbage? So I got them yelling in my ears. I sit down on the train and I start daydreaming, and I'm like, wait, if it was ripped garbage bags, why is the only thing getting out of them eggs? There's no wrappers, there's no coffee grinds, there's nothing. There's just broken eggs all over my windshield and all over my hood. That's it. Which was kind of right next to the pile of garbage. So I'm on the train. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I get home late, so I can't move my car for the whole week. So today rolls around. Now the egg yolks have dried to my car. There's shells all over it. I don't have fucking time to clean this shit. Every time I get home, all the parking's taken. I'm leaving my car there, dude. I don't give a fuck. I'm
Right
not
there.
I'm not in front of her business.
No. No.
So I'm at work. Everything's good. We're having a good day. Liv's having a good day. Then all of a sudden I get a text. She egged your car again.
No.
So I go, yo, what? Like, send me a picture right now. Sends me a picture. This bitch carpet bombed my car with eggs. like I have a white car. The hood was yellow,
Dude.
sitting in the sun all fucking day long, eggshells everywhere. It looked like a fucking egg delivery truck. If eggs were delivered in a dump truck and they just dumped it on my hood, like this had to be upwards of $50 worth of eggs. It was insane. So I'm like, what the fuck? So Liv goes outside, and as she's taking the picture, and here's where we tie the laundry cunt next door. That's what I call her now. I stopped giving her business when she started leaving notes on my car. I don't go there. Fuck her. She's the worst. Everyone in the neighborhood fucking hates her. So while Liv's taking the picture, she goes, who the fuck keeps egging my fucking car? Cue the empty laundromat.
Oh.
A roar of laughter explodes out the door.
Oh. Hey now.
So here I am in Jersey City, thinking to myself, well, they only take the garbage away on Mondays. And unless every single person, including us in my whole building, strictly eats eggs, and she thinks it's funny that my car just got gang raped by eggs.
Goggle of eggs.
Maybe, just maybe, on street sweeper days, this old, dusty, waste of space, piece of shit, laundromat owning cunt buys a bunch of eggs and throws them at my car. So now I'm pissed. Now I'm pissed. It's 2 weeks of this shit. When I turn on my AC, it smells like rotten eggs. It smells like death. It's the summer. It's hot out. I can't
Eggs of
even
the heat, baby.
Now you're taking my AC away from me because I'm parking on a public street, not even in front of your bed. I'm just around. Oh, and get this. Today, she calls the fucking cops. Every single car on the block has a ticket that didn't move, including our boy Jason. So on top of my poor now yellow car, there's a ticket under all the egg yolk that is now glued to my windshield. So I immediately text Chivo. I'm like, bruh, tell me you guys have a hose, because this is upset. Like, and now I have to wash my car at, as you know, because I was texting you, 8:00 at night. So Chivo's like, yeah, we got you. So I buy a fucking dish sponge and some Fabuloso floor cleaner that actually on the bottle says it's good for washing cars.
Oh.
And just dump it all. I bought like 3 bottles of this shit, dumping it all over my car, hosing it off. Nothing's happening. So now I'm getting fucking pissed. So I go in, I get another one, dump it on my windshield. It runs down onto the rest of the eggs. I take the other one, dump it on the hood. It's like getting all glued up in the fucking egg yolks. So I bust out my ice scraper and just start scraping layers of egg off my car. And Liv's just standing there with a hose on jet mode, just blasting it. So now I'm soaking wet. I'm pissed off. I smell like pine. She's fucking smoking a joint, just blasting the car with a hose. There's eggs fucking everywhere. It smells like shit. Long story short, we're starting so late because I finally, with a fucking Brillo pad, which probably fucked up my paint. Like at this point, it's property damage.
Yes.
Given the amount of nuclear force I had to use on my fucking car. And I don't even, I'm not an egg guy. All right. So I'm already pissed. I've been pissed. Because you know why. I just explained it. So we get all the eggs off. Then I text you. Now we're here. What do
Oh,
you what do you have to say about that? That's why I had to wash my car.
Someone needs to go to that store, break both of that lady's kneecaps, and dump a bunch of eggs on her. Good Lord.
Well, Liv wants to egg her place and her car because she takes really good care of her car. And my whole thing is, on the slight, very, very slight off chance that she's just laughing because the prissy white people in the neighborhood are angry. Maybe she just finds it funny because she's like a Brooklyn old head. On the slight off chance, it's actually not her. And it just so happens to line up on the only days of the week that she puts shit on my car.
What ethnicity is she?
Guess.
Hispanic.
No.
Okay, she's black.
Yeah.
Okay.
Old,
and she, old head.
Lived on the block her whole life. Inherited the family laundromat. She's the worst.
Oh, she's definitely pulling a fast one right now.
So, but I'm like, I don't want to retaliate. Because Liv is like, let's egg her fucking business and you like shit on the doorstep. Like Liv's mind's going wild. And I understand it.
She wants revenge.
I understand it. I
It's
want
not gonna
revenge.
happen, though. Can't incriminate ourselves right now. It's not gonna happen. It's all hypothetical.
I'm terrified since my yoked up car literally has been parked near her business, covered in eggs for a few days. And she knows it's my car, obviously, which only adds to the fact that she probably did it. But anyway, my fear is we egg the fuck out of her business or do some stupid shit. And then she like calls the cops because we don't have evidence. I bought a security camera today to add to the story. I ordered a fucking Nest camera on Amazon. And now I have to set that shit up and fucking subscribe to them so I can get live feed of my car on Monday and Thursdays while I'm trying to restfully sleep to go to work. This has cost me. The camera was $30. The subscription is like $5 a month. The cleaning supplies I bought was around like $15. I'm like, I don't know, $60, $70 into this shit. Because I'm parking in front of my own house.
I mean, hypothetically speak, all hypothetical here.
Look, all arrows point to her. But my fear is, since I don't have proof, if we retaliate, then it's blatantly obvious that it's me. And I don't know if she's taking pictures of my egged up car or what she's doing when I'm not here. So next thing I know, knowing my shitty luck, I egg her business, and then the police are at my door with a picture of my eggy car being like, why the fuck did you do this?
I mean,
so until I catch it on camera, because also she lives across the street, and this bitch is crazy. So for all I know, at like 4 a.m., her old ass, because that's like when they wake up,
gotta get the early morning breakfast slam,
goes outside to like smoke a fucking cigarette and just like whips eggs at my car. Like, I don't know, but all leads, full detective Mac right now, all leads point to her. I mean, and it's pissing me the fuck off.
If it does come to be true, might as well just grab some paint, grab a little blacked out paint, put it right on her car windows.
Oh, I genuinely thought about buying a can of spray paint because she has this like outdated
black out her headlights, black out her rear lights.
It's not graffiti, but on like the metal door in front of her business, she has this like really shitty commissioned art that got faded by the sun, so it's probably from like the 1950s. But I thought about just writing like fuck you or like suck an egg or some stupid shit on her business.
Easy. You have to make her go through the cleaning supply purchases that you went through.
Okay, spray paint and egg yolk is a little different. If I can prove it's her, oh, believe me, I'm gonna buy a Costco membership, buy a pallet of eggs, and then Liv and I and maybe Taylor if he wants to join, and Jason and Chivo, because she got them both parking tickets today. We're just going to be out all night.
Oh, big time.
And her car's white too.
Oh, exo facto, she's done for.
Bro, I'm pissed.
This leads me to another point. What do you think drives that woman for her to feel that her opinion needs to be felt so strongly by another person? Like, why can't she just be old and die? Do your duty.
It's
run
not
your
even
business.
It's not even an opinion. It'd be like, Colin, every time you wear tie-dye, New York City fines me $350. And then while you were asleep, I came to your house and burned all your tie-dye.
So she's lying to you, and she's building this ruse of, I'm getting fined for all of this crap you're doing. Let me egg your car because I feel so strongly about this.
I know that the business owners that we're boys with, those are my fucking dudes. I asked Jason, I'm like, hey, do you guys get fined if not the sidewalk? Because if the sidewalk's dirty, you get in trouble. You're in charge of sweeping off the sidewalk and maintaining that plot of sidewalk in front of your business. But what Jason explained to me was, as soon as the blacktop starts, the pavement, don't cancel me for saying blacktop. As soon as that starts, that's the city's problem. If the street sweeper can't move it or can't clean it, that's on the city.
Laundromat owner that lives right next to JMac or works right next to JMac, you gotta know your days are numbered.
I mean, they are. She's like breaching 80.
I mean, in both factors. But if you do feel the need, go early. The big light in the sky is definitely calling your name.
Dude, if I get fucking video evidence, I'm freezing eggs and throwing them at her car.
Oh,
I'm so fed up with this shit, dude. Because also it's like, when she would leave a note, she would wait to close her business until I got home.
oh,
Like in the past, she would leave handwritten, like composite, or what are they? Yeah, composite notebooks, like the marble notebook. That's what I was looking for. She'd like very poorly rip a page out of it and tuck it on my windshield wiper. And then I'd get home from set at like 11:30 at night. And this bitch is waiting for me to be like, you can't park here on street sweeping days. And I'm like, okay, sorry. I went to work at 4:30 in the morning. There's no parking. I'm getting home now. There's no parking. I'm sorry.
All that calls for is a quick take the note, flash it in her face, wipe your ass with it, throw it in the trash. That's all that takes.
Well, the last time we got one, Liv took it off my windshield and ripped it up and then just like threw it in front of her business. And the next morning it was just all over the sidewalk. And she's done it to other people too. Like, anyway,
quick ass wipe, quick nose blow, quick ear pick.
After, and I'm not blaming this on Liv, I'm just saying, after the note rip up, maybe like a month goes by and we're like, she got the message. We're good. And also I avoid at all costs parking anywhere near her business. So I'm like, she got the note. We're all good. And then it just starts raining hellfire, raining huevos rancheros down on my car every fucking Monday and Thursday. And even, bro, when I went to get beer tonight and I was like, hey, Chivo, we spoke earlier. I need to use those. They hired this kid. I don't think he worked there when you were there. But they hired this kid, Maynor, who doesn't speak English. So Chivo's like kind of giggling, and I'm pissed. And I'm like, Chivo, fucking look out, because I got parking right in front of the bodega because I knew I needed the hose, and luckily there was a spot there. So I'm like, I'm the only one in there. So I'm like, come outside, look at this shit. Like, this is absurd. So then Maynor's behind the counter being like, what's he talking about? What's going on? What's going on? In Spanish. And Chivo's like, come with me. Listen to this. So I walk out, I open the door. Chivo walks out and looks at my car and he's like, holy shit. And then Maynor's head pops out from behind Chivo and he just goes, ay, Dios. Then, did I ever tell you the story about the kid who tried to sell me a cat?
Yes,
Yeah.
you did. That kid.
So Cat Kid is sitting outside the bodega in that green plastic chair they have out there.
Classic.
And he goes, "Is that your car?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude." And he's like, "What the fuck happened to it?" And then Chivo, before I can answer, goes, and he's saying it to Manor in Spanish, but I guess this kid also speaks Spanish. So in Spanish, he's saying the crazy old lady with the laundromat keeps throwing eggs at his car. And Manor just starts going wild, like so quick I couldn't understand. And then the cat kid looks at me and goes, "Yo, man, that's fucked up." And I was like, "Yeah, I know." And his dad lives above me and his mom lives like around the corner. So he's always on the block. So then he goes, "I'm gonna keep an eye out for you." And I was like, "Thanks, dude."
Yeah.
This like 15-year-old kid who tried to sell me a cat once, for those who aren't caught up.
Let's go from selling cats to being a part of the podcast.
The
fam, keeping
fucking
an eye out for
neighborhood
JMac.
watch, dude. Should I invite him as a guest?
Dude, if he solves the crime, we have to. If that kid
Oh,
solves it,
if he catches her, I'm retiring. It's you and him from now on. If he catches her,
get him on.
so what do you think? Is this a conspiracy or am I a fantastic detective with my partner Olivia's help? Because Olivia has done a lot of the sleuthing because she's here all day.
10,000%.
Working from home. That made it seem like she doesn't work. She works her ass off, but from home.
This lady's doing it. No,
It
doubt
has
in
to
my
be
mind,
her.
it's her.
It has to be her.
It's
There's
gotta be.
too many variables that point directly to her.
If it's not her and it's some other random person, that's twice the amount of shame that that person should get in the streets of New York City.
Well, my only other suspect was Cat Kid because he terrorizes the neighborhood constantly.
What if he's pulling a flip-flop
He's
situation?
not. He's not, bro. You know, no. You know, I know how to read people.
That is true.
I'm
And Cat
good.
Kid-
I'm good at reading a motherfucker. And when I saw the look on his face when he noticed that that car was connected to me, I could see just like, why would anyone do that?
Yeah.
Like he's either the next fucking Idris Elba or he's on my side. And if he's the next Idris Elba, hopefully he shouts out the guy whose car he fucking ruined in Brooklyn before he got famous.
to get to that, to work on his acting career, dropping bombs on cars. Wow, this
Or maybe he'll become a comedian and instead of cracking yolks, he'll be cracking jokes.
yo
That was almost
JMax on fire.
that was almost as bad as my slam dunk joke I made earlier.
Oh, I loved that joke. Did you like my response?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good.
Sorry, I was very busy. That's why I only ha-ha'd it. Should I read it for the people?
Oh, JMac.
Should I read it? Should I
spot
read it
on.
for the crutch fields out there?
Will love this. This is the
Um,
ultimate dad joke.
So I say, hey, Liv is going away for work this date to this date. If you want to do some episodes or just hang out on Zoom, I'll be bored and lonely, so let me know. Colin says, yeah, I got notified I might be doing the night shift next week. I'll keep you posted. Here are my hours. Sundays would be my only free days. So I say, copy. Guess we'll have to see. We could go back to Sundays, though, because we make it work here at a couple pints.
Make it work.
So here's the joke. That was a backstory. Here's the joke. Single spot. Oh, I wish I was better at editing. I would do what Glassman does, and then like the crowd murmuring in the anyway. So Colin says, yeah, until I'm full time, I might get bounced around like a basketball. So I say, sounds like full time would be a slam dunk with all these. We'll put the emojis.
Damn.
We'll put the emojis here on the screen.
Look at all those
With these
beautiful
emojis.
emojis.
And then Colin goes, and you say you don't know sports, but I was busy, so I stopped answering.
Look at us shooting the casual dad shit back and forth.
Bro, wait, can you new conspiracy? And this isn't a conspiracy. I actually have a workout question for you. Can you see this bruise on my arm? This
Yeah, I
little-
can see it from here.
So it was like really big when I first got it. And it happened in the gym when I was doing this. I don't know what this
Shoulder
is
press?
called. Sure. And Steph, who I think I've talked about on the pod before, but our trainer
Yeah,
at
the
Orange,
super fit trainer.
Yeah, with the fake titties.
The absolute dime.
Uh,
The absolute money maker.
outside of Olivia, she's
I'd pay to watch her run on a treadmill. That's all I'm saying.
nah, I do pay, and she doesn't do that. So, I'm doing this with 25s, and we're doing reps of 8, and then after 8, you take a 10-second break, pick them back up, do as many as you can, 10-second break, pick them back up, do as many as you can, rest for I think like 30 seconds. Then we got into like core and leg shit. It was like a speed round.
Yeah.
So I'm doing 25s, and she's like, no, you could go heavier. And I was like, at the time, it was like the second round of it. I think we had to do 3 rounds of it. And on the second round of starting the 8, I'm like, yeah, I think I could do more. So she brings over 30s, and I'm doing 30s, and I'm feeling fucking great. I'm like, this is perfect. This is awesome. I get to the 3rd round, and I'm doing it, and I'm like starting to cramp up. I'm like, oh, this kind of feels shitty, but I'm like, it's the acid building up to shit. So I do the 8, then I do like 5, and then I did like 2, and I dropped the weights. I'm taking my break before we move on to legs, and I feel like shit. Like I feel like I'm gonna pass out.
Full exertion, baby.
So classic me runs to the lobby, runs to the bathroom, violently throws up a bunch of water and kratom.
Let's go.
I run back in. She's explaining the leg portion, and I look down, and I just have this massive bruise on my arm. Is that bad? Should I go lighter next time? With it, I think I popped something.
Well, yeah, you popped some blood vessels in your arm.
Immediate bruise. But then for days, my arm is just kind of like stuck. Like it felt, I thought I tore like a, whatever this.
Yeah, 2 things are going through my mind.
Not a ligament. What's a tendon?
Well, that's what's happening, going through my mind. You either had a huge bruise from popping some blood vessels, you slightly ripped up the muscle itself to where it was locked out, because when a muscle does rip slightly, it bruises in that area.
Oh, by the way, this is our new segment, Medical Talk with Colin.
All
right, so Dr. Colin After Dark. So I rip it and it bruises, or what?
Yep. Or
because I could feel it like down to like my forearm. I was like, I tore. So I thought like if there's an equivalent to an ACL somewhere in here, I thought I broke it.
Or it could have just been heavy overstrain.
Because this arm, the bruises healed quicker, but this arm I had some bruising right here. All in the gym, and then this bruise is still here, and it was like big and yellow and gross, but I could feel like I was like stretching my arm, and I could still kind of feel it. It's tight.
Every time you work out, especially because you bumped it up to 30s, you're making micro tears in your muscle. So if you were really, really, really exerting yourself, it wouldn't surprise me if your muscle did tear a little more than normal, which is why you got
then gave me a little nice little bruise.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that just means you're making yourself stronger. That's what I see. I see Popeye cannons building up, waiting to explode.
Bro, and I was going heavy on the legs, dude. We were doing what are they called?
Is it raining?
I don't know. You're like 8 hours away from me.
Oh, I'm not that far.
6 to be fair. Bro, then after that we go to legs.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Mom. Love you.
Yep, I closed them all. It's definitely raining.
Then we're doing fucking sumo squats with the weights.
Right in the center.
You like hold it and then like
drop your foot, get it. Whoa.
3, 2, 1, and then you hold it and then explode back up. Same deal, sets of 8, take a break, do as many as you can, take a break. But when I do those, I grab like a fucking like 60.
Yes.
Like I go wild on the legs. Same shit happened to my legs though, so maybe I'll go easier next time.
Holding it like you're holding the earth in the palm of your hand.
Oh yeah. And then fucking the lady next to me is like older than the laundromat cunt, to bring it full circle.
Let's go.
And she's doing it with like a 5-pound dumbbell and struggling. And I'm looking at it in the mirror and I'm like,
Well, that's the thing, brother. Sometimes you got people who can't really understand and grasp the full elemental thing that is lifting weights.
look, part of me was like, I'm proud of you for being here. But the other part of me was like, this is very unmotivating.
The other thing is, when she wakes up out of bed and puts her feet on the floor, brother, that's probably the biggest workout she's done in a long time. So lifting that 5-pound weight sitting up and down, I got to give it to her, brother. She's not using a cane. She's not using a walker. That's some Hulkmania power right there.
It is. So those are my stories.
What a freaking roller coaster.
Wait, I'm gonna pee and grab a beer, and then do you want to reset the clock and go a little longer?
I had no stories. I have literally been in such a smooth, lazy river sort of deal.
I'm
It's
jealous,
been
dog.
phenomenal.
And here I am dealing with this conspiracy-ridden horse shit.
JMax on the corner of, is this lady throwing eggs on my car or is this a neighborhood conspiracy? And I think we all know the truth.
Oh, another conspiracy. Fucking the MTA is trying to bankrupt me.
MTA?
Bruh. So I have this Metro card, right? It
Okay.
expires. Here's a new one that'll burn the rest of this time. I got this Metro card, right?
Yeah.
Big
Gotta
big,
have one.
big Metro guy. Right?
Dude takes the train.
Well, I only needed to take the fucking Jersey path because Jersey is a wasteland that isn't caught up to the 21st century.
Garbage people.
So you need a Metro card. So anyway, my Metro card expires March 18th, 2024. So I'm like, sick. It's working
That's a
for
long
weeks.
time away.
It's working for weeks. Monday morning, already running late, as mentioned earlier in the podcast, always running late. And you know, me, I'm walking through the Oculus at the World Trade Center. I'm looking at the building. I'm looking at all the people. I go up to the refill station because I only have $1 on my card and it costs $2.75 to get on this shitty train to shithole state.
Fuck.
But a beautiful office. So I'll take it. I refill my card, dip my debit card in, pull it out, enter the PIN. I want $20 on this card. Card shoots out. I go, dope. Stick in the machine. You have $1.50.
Get out of here.
So I take out my phone, open my banking app, look at it. I'm charged $20 by the MTA. What the fuck? So I started looking around for anyone that might work for the MTA to be like, can you just let me through and like I'll handle this with the bank, like get my money back? No one's there. So then I look and they have these ones for wheelchairs, like not like the subway where it's a graded door. The wheelchair ones are like these two things that close like that. And if you just tap one, they open. Okay. So I look at the wheelchair thing, like I'm just going to steal my path ride and figure this out at work. And it's already open. So I cruise through. Smooth sailing. Get to work. I'm talking with the MTA. They're like, oh shit, our bad. We'll give you your money back. I'm like, sick. They stop answering. Still don't have my money back. Then do the same thing for my way home. And then I'm at the updated New York systems where I could just double tap my phone and pay and get on the actual subway that gets me home. Today, by the way, I went through the handicap thing from Monday until today. So
beautiful
for the card. So today it's closed and there's a cop standing right near it. So I'm like, fuck. So I go to the machine, I buy a new card, which cost $1.50. I'm like, fuck it. No dents. After I get my $1.50 card, it prompts me, do you want to put more money on it? Because $1.50 is not enough to ride the subway. Now, is it?
Anywhere.
Now, is it? No, it's not. So I say, you know what? Mr. Big Spender, no dents. He's making real daddy money now.
Bam, 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 bam.
Put $20 on it.
Bingo.
Dip my card, pull it out, enter the PIN, card comes out. We're going to work, baby, legally. Stick in the machine, $1.50, low fare.
Ah, come on.
So then, I mean, you could guess what I did to get to and back from work, but like, I'm not gonna do that again. Like, I think I might just jip New Jersey Transit forever.
Screw Jersey.
Bro, I've given you at this point like 46-ish dollars. And your bullshit.
Jersey.
Like, look at this fucking waste of space in my wallet. The other one, once it said low fare, I just threw it on the ground and I was like, yeah, some homeless person will probably pick that up. Look at this fucking waste of space. Brand new fucking card, bro. What does the date say? Expires March 31st, 2025. Doesn't even work. Look at that.
Oh, that's a beauty. That is the platinum card of Metro right there, baby.
So,
That's the Bud Light seltzer of drinks right there.
no, dude, that's like the Bud Light spiced lager they made a couple years ago and never made again because it fucking sucked.
Boom, slap that on the table. That's what that is right there.
Bullshit.
That frick.
So I mean, we'll see
take it
tomorrow
down.
because I'm getting charged for it. So I'm thinking like maybe it's like, I don't know, I'm gonna try it tomorrow, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna fucking jump the turnstile. Well, not jump. I'm just gonna slap the thing, and it goes up, and I walk through. But
I mean, Jersey's so far behind the times.
because for the actual city ones, you just tap your phone or your card on it, and it says go, and then you walk through. So at least I'm
Modern
paying.
life.
At least I'm paying this beautiful, egg-ridden, crime-filled city that I live in. But
What a
as soon
place.
as I hit the Jersey border and I'm looking at my favorite building in the city through the glass ceiling, it's amazing, it's gorgeous, there's people all around me. I'm like, this is New York, baby. And it makes this annoying ass noise too. You put your card in, it goes, and then it spits it out the top. And when you pull your card out, it tells you if you can go or not. Low fare, $1.50. I'm like, bitch, I've given you $40 in the last 2 days.
Look at my bank account.
You know how many fucking Jersey subway rides I could get for $40?
You think I want to be in Jersey?
Because
Well,
every day on the way home, the wheelchair thing near my office is broken, so it's always open. So I ride home for free every single fucking day. It doesn't close. It's just you just walk on. But in the World Trade Center, I'm like, there's fucking cops and like military everywhere. I feel like I have to pay it.
Let's be good about it.
Also, it's like maybe if I pay the fare, they'll eventually upgrade this bullshit excuse for a transit system.
Hopefully, I hope that's where my money's going.
But like, I'm not going to give you,
Not?
I'm not going to do. And then again, referring back to my luck, knowing me, I'll be like, no, let me pay for one ride and then it'll work.
Oh,
And then what? I have to go to the shitty fucking Jersey transit machine every day that takes fucking 25 minutes to put $2.75 on my.
gotta sweep the cobwebs off of it, blow the dust off the numbers so it'll work.
Fucking horse shit, dude. And every single time there's someone in front of you who's like somehow your age but has never used a touchscreen before.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
And it's like,
how do those? Oh,
there have been so many times where I'm like, can you move so I could do my thing and then you could go back to the, like, I have shit to do. You're obviously just fucking your day away.
let me do this. You can go back to staring at this screen and I can go to work. How about
Yeah,
that?
it's like, I don't get it.
I said,
Anyway,
what's you doing?
we have less than a minute. Should we close it out?
Let's do it.
Let's fucking go, baby.
All right, let's
right,
get
well,
it, baby.
I love you so much.
Oh, I love you too, dude. I'm
this
sorry
was-
your week's been
This
shite.
was the I'll come up with the title later. This has been,
Gobble Bainsball.
oh, you have to do the thing at the end. It's safe to say,
New Jersey. You can literally take an egg and shove it straight up your Amtrak ice. You dirty.
I was gonna make an egg in the ass joke too. That's great. Good job, dude.